It has been a minute since we went live. It's been a minute since. Well, I guess I just uploaded a video a couple days ago. But we're going to wait for a couple people to get in here, hopefully. The mic is on. Hopefully, it's working. So, um, yeah, so we're going to do a little side quest today, kind of. Actually, not really. Preparing for a side quest, I should say. We are. It's a nice day out here. Early March. We are going to. Hang on, let me turn off my Bluetooth. Oh, it's already off. All right, so Wade Wilson owner. Do you remember me? I don't. Where do I know you from, buddy? I'm sure I will if I know where you're from. But we are doing a little side quest today. What's up, Limitless Productions? Um, we are preparing for a side quest tomorrow. Fairfield, what's up, brother? So tomorrow we're doing a little side quest, getting the. We're going to pick up a truck. It's not mine. It is not mine. It is a hauling project for the good old Mega Cab here. The kid with the Dr Pepper shirt at Motorama. Oh yeah, yep, I remember you. Yep, a lot of people at Motorama, but yeah, thanks for subscribing. If you subscribed from Motorama, appreciate it. But we have to go haul a truck, not tonight, tomorrow, but we do have to go move my trailer tonight, so it's ready for me. I'm going to try and get it. I got a busy day tomorrow, so I'm going to try my best to get the hauling project knocked out early as possible. I don't know if I'm going to wake up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but I'd like to get it knocked out, get it out of my schedule for tomorrow, because got a lot of stuff to do, and get ready for. We gotta do some promotional stuff for giveaway number 4, but get that knocked out. But no, let's talk about FP real quick. I did not go to FP. I did not. One specific reason, in general, is to it was not. It's not. How do I say it? We're taking a different approach to the truck scene, the show scene. We are taking an approach that we just started last year, and it's doing our giveaways. We make it so it sounds like a business, because it kind of is. We are kind of turning stuff into a business a little bit, but like I have an actual real job, and I only have so much time. It's actually a decent amount of time off that I can take, but I'm going to need to save up that time off at work to take off to go to shows, to actually make money at shows for our giveaways that we've been doing. We're on 3.5 right now. Number 4, you've heard it here first. Giveaway number 4 is going to drop at the very end of this month, and it is a giveaway that is a substantial amount of money compared to our other ones, and we need to. This is the way the world works. We need to make that money back. So, in order to do that, we have to go to shows. We have to make money at the shows, and provide great stuff for you guys also. And sorry if I'm taking too long to get this out and doing stuff, but we have to make money at the shows, and I need to. In order to promote giveaways and sell merchandise to you guys, I need to be able to take that time off of work, and burning it up on a show that we don't have a giveaway or a booth set up at is kind of pointless almost. It just doesn't make any sense. So I would at least have to take 3 days of vacation to go to Tennessee, and it would have been Thursday, Friday, and Monday to go, because it's a 12-hour drive for me, and it just would have been I mean, that's almost two full weekends of other shows that we could go to and actually promote Criminal Diesel, versus just going and hanging out and drinking. So it's a responsible decision. Come on, Screw. Get up in there. Come on. Go. Oh, my dog's. Hang on 1 second. Ugh. So, that's why we didn't go to FP. Right there. It's because we need to be able to travel to other shows that we can actually build the brand off of, which I don't think going to Fitzgerald's or 5.0 is going to benefit nearly as much as doing that. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's a great show. They have changed it around quite a bit since we've been there last. I've been there last. I went to 3.0 last year, and I'll be the first to say it was a hell of a show. It was rowdy. It was the rowdiest show I've ever been to. I've been to a bunch of them. Even Daytona Truck Meet was insane, and it topped that. The burnouts were insane. I mean, I remember going down through the alley that they have there. I mean, you guys see it in the videos. If you go back a year and go through our actual YouTube videos that are posted, you can see how crazy it was. I mean, I'm standing in between 4 trucks, and all 4 trucks are doing a burnout. We got twin turbo, 2-step LS sitting right in front of me, diesels. I mean, people are hanging off the back of trucks. There's one Ford or I think it was a Ford that had like 40 people on it. It was insane. It was crazy. It was the gnarliest show I've ever been to. But if you guys just listen to my reasoning for not going, hopefully you understand. It sucks that we do have to take that approach, but it is what it is. It's a responsible approach, honestly, in my opinion. So, and it's all to give back to you guys too. You know, like, I want to be able to provide you guys not only with giveaway products, but solid merch and trucks to look at local shows up here in PA or New York or New Jersey. And I need to be able to take that time off from my actual real life job, and just going to Tennessee is just not in the cards, unfortunately. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be like that forever, because honestly, depending on how this year goes and possibly next year, I mean, who knows? The more you guys support with the giveaways and stuff like that, the closer and closer I get to be doing this stuff full time, which is of course the plan. But it's a giant leap going from a really good paying job down to selling t-shirts at shows and making the same amount of money. So, and supplying, you know, financial support to pretty much everything. My house, bills, trucks, still doing builds for you guys, still having a budget for videos. Like, we need to make a substantial amount of money to do that, other than, you know, I forgot where I was going with that, but we just need your guys' support, really. That's pretty much what I'm saying. But anyway, see, I heard they toned it down a bit, and are going to be on people for dumb shit. Yeah, well, that's kind of where I was going with my original thought. There, we went to 5.0. It was absolutely insane. Or we went to 3.0. It was absolutely insane. And 5.0, actually, I think they turned it down for number 4. They put up gates or fences for the alley and stuff, and they're not allowing people in the burnout alley, which sucks. But if I was Blake himself, I would do the same thing, because I'm not gonna sit here and lie, brothers. The way they ran 3.0 was a nightmare, in a good way for us, because it provided great content. It provided really good times. Everybody was having a great time, but it was risky, boys. I'm not gonna lie, it was risky as a landowner, business owner. Blake ran that show very, very loose, and thankfully nobody got injured or hurt or anything like that, because if somebody did, I mean, it would end the show pretty much. The way they were running it, if anything happened, it would end the show, 100%. But they changed it, so I think they made a good strategical move there. So it does suck as far as like content goes, but it was a much needed change that they absolutely should have done sooner than 3.0. Honestly, they should have did it off the rip. But you know, you live and you learn, I guess. But the goal right now is to get my trailer hooked up. We are inside the mega cab. I kind of want to jump on here really quick just because we haven't done an in-person live lately, and I'm feeling it a little bit, kind of. I got the pups back here, if you guys can't see them. I got Chloe, and Cash is right there. If you guys didn't catch the latest video, we did take the rear seats out of the mega cab, not only for the dogs so they can hang out back there, but also to sell, or not sell, but take more merchandise to shows for you guys. So, which I think is really beneficial. So I'm going to set you guys up. I'm going to get the trailer hooked up, and you guys are going to have to be a little bit patient with me real quick. I'll talk the whole time, but hopefully I won't have my phone on me, so hopefully nobody's around. I think I'm going to be talking to myself, but 1 second. I gotta go hook up the Diamond C. I wonder if I can actually put the phone... I'd say I'd put the phone in the back window for you guys. Maybe I'll just take you back there, screw it. Yeah, so if you guys got any questions, now would be the time to ask. But, we used to do these lives all the time, and they used to do really good, but YouTube kinda shadow banned us slightly over the past couple months, past 6 months or so, 8 months, and honestly, it really hasn't been worth doing the lives. Even now, I mean, our lives were getting 100 to 300 live viewers, and right now you guys can kind of see that we're only at 14. Thank you for tuning in, of course, but you can visually see right now how YouTube doesn't love me as much as they did, for whatever reason. I think it is because we slacked on uploading for so long. I might have to move over just a tiny bit, but that's how it goes. You gotta, it kind of sucks because you gotta stay on top of this whole you gotta stay on top of the whole content machine, otherwise the apps just hate you. Instagram, YouTube. Look at this, boys. Look at this. Almost met. Almost met. I don't have a backup camera, so I'm gonna try and set you guys up really quick. So there we go. Hopefully this goes down. That is the plan. See here in about, oh nope, it did not go. It did not go. This trailer kind of sits on an odd angle at where it's parked at, so it kind of makes it slightly difficult. I'm trying to think of how to set you guys up so you can actually see something instead of just me talking. Hang on. Sit up right, maybe? No? Because who wants to see me talk? Really nobody. Alright, I got you set up. If you guys fall, I apologize. But the goal is to not fall. Of course. You guys are definitely gonna fall. But hang on 1 second. I gotta move the ball over to the weight. Sometimes I get lucky with this. Sometimes it just don't work out. I don't think that's enough angle, honestly. Yeah, like I was trying to say, this trailer sits at a weird angle, so it kind of deceives the way I hook up a little bit. Kind of screws with me. I can already tell I'm way too far in some ways. Well, I'm not actually, but that's what I'm talking about. Like it screws with my eyes a little bit. Oh, that's way too far. Jesus, this is not a good hookup job right here. Sometimes I'll get it on the second try or whatever. Very rarely I get it on the first, but it has happened. There we go. Okay, that should work. There we go. Alright, trailer is on the Mega. I think it's almost 2 years or 3 years I've had this Diamond C. God, I honestly can't remember how long I've had it. 2 years, I think. Years. And I love it. I don't really have any major plans of getting rid of it necessarily. I do want to upgrade to a 44 foot, but that's still, unfortunately, years down the road, I think. Not really 100% focused on trailers at the moment. We got trucks, as you guys might know. I acquired my dad's. Uh-oh. There we go. As you guys might know, I acquired my dad's 94 single cab shorty that I need to pretty much redo. I mean, it's a rough. The truck's in pretty rough condition, but we're gonna have to get there and get that thing all fixed up. Ugh, crap! I gotta throw a strap over the rear, but. Yeah, I get that truck completely restored and fixed up, and that's going to cost a bunch of money. Along with the goal, it's a loose goal, but the goal of acquiring some kind of dually truck, because as much as I love a cab, the ultimate goal is to retire a cab into a shred truck, but obviously, it's a loose goal because that would cost a lot of money that I have yet to earn. So we'll get there eventually, maybe. But as for now, it would be nice for sure if the Meg Cab didn't cost a fortune to upkeep every year. This is the setup here. I gotta throw a strap over these rear ramps because even though it's a Diamond C trailer, the ramps hate laying flat. So I gotta throw a strap on them. But we're only going about a mile, so I'm not gonna hook up the chains. But there she is. There's the good old Diamond C. Got the specialties back on. A fresh set of tires. Those are actually the rear or front tires that came off of the truck last year, and then the front tires are brand new. Front tires only have about 1,000 miles on them. I took them to Motorama, but this is the truck. I have a couple small upgrades like the window louvers and mirror lights, but we do have a new video coming out on Monday, and it will be the second part of rebuilding the Meg Cab, because the Meg Cab was down so bad last year. I hate saying it because I've said it on live, I've said it on videos, I've said it on Instagram, I've said it everywhere. But I'll say it again because it's true. The gain's a little bit too high on this trailer. 2025 beat the hell out of the Meg Cab. It did. There's no other way to say it. I mean, it cooked the wheels, it cooked the paint, it cooked the performance. I mean, my power steering pump failed. The turbo failed about a year ago today because it failed going to Fitzgerald show. So the turbo failed. What else? Power steering. There's something else. Oh, exhaust manifold needed to be replaced. Hang on one second, boys. I'll make sure I make this corner all right. But yeah, the exhaust manifold needed to be replaced, and crap. I don't know. Hopefully the mics are back on. But yeah, it's just a nightmare. So it was a miniature nightmare that cost a lot of money to fix and get the Meg Cab back up and running. And I swear, if the Meg Cab didn't cost so much to get back up and running, I could have bought another first gen. That's how down bad it was. I'm not going to give you an exact price point, but it was enough to buy my white first gen again to get the Meg Cab back up and running. It was ridiculous. It's still not even technically 100% done, but it's done enough to go to shows and show off to you guys. So it looks better than ever. That's a fact. That is a fact that it looks better than ever. But here we go. So we gotta make a slight turn here. Nobody's coming. That's good. Light is green. Alright, so we're going to drop off the trailer at an undisclosed location. I kind of got to this a little bit later than I originally wanted to tonight, but yeah, color match rain guards are fire. They are sick. It makes the truck look way meaner. Just over, not that much. I mean, they didn't cost a lot of money to do. They were a pain to put on, though. These hideaway rain guards or window louvers, whatever you want to say, call them. Jesus, were a pain to put on. Sometimes I gotta move real quick to look out the mirror or look over my shoulder to the trailer to see if I'll make a corner or not, and the seatbelt locks up, and God, hopefully I stay straight, because I'm worried that it's gonna lock up. I'm not gonna be able to see the trailer and hit something. So hopefully I don't ever do that. But it's one of those things. It's like the truck's trying to keep me safe while putting me in danger at the same time. It's like, come on. But yeah, so what are you guys up to on this fine Friday? Because right now I am hauling my 40-foot gooseneck. If you're just tuning in, I'm hauling my 40-foot gooseneck with my Meg Cab Cummins. because we have a project to do tomorrow. We gotta go haul a truck tomorrow, and it would be pretty cool to go live while I do that, but A, it's gonna be like 5 o'clock in the morning, and B, I need my GPS on my phone, so I probably won't do that, but it would be sick. But right now we're just dropping the trailer off at an undisclosed location, and yeah, pretty much getting ready for tomorrow. The main reason I gotta do this, it kind of sucks, but I can't be too ungrateful because I'm thankful that I don't have to pay for where I'm parking my trailer at right now. It is a massive help that I don't have to pay for my parking spot because it's not my property. But the main reason I gotta do it is because I'm not allowed on that property before the sun comes up or after dark. So it kind of makes it a pain to manage around sometimes, because if you know me personally, which I don't know who's on here, if you know me personally, I push time limits to the absolute max, and sometimes the time floods over a little bit. Sometimes we run into some unplanned situations, and yeah, the time doesn't always match up with what I originally had in mind. So it does kind of bite me once in a while to push time limits, especially with this whole trailer property ordeal. I'm gonna have to put you guys down for a second because I gotta park this thing. Watch for traffic because I'm kind of backing up in the middle of the road here. Don't tell DOT. Nothing I'm doing is illegal. That's actually a fact, but alrighty. Got the trailer all parked up. Right now is when I wish I had a vehicle here so I could just leave it here and wait for tomorrow, because that would be so nice. But we got an onlooker coming. Sometimes it's... Jesus, that shot made me look how it's going bald. Sometimes driving a relatively nice truck around all the time really gets in the way. I love talking to people, especially if they're interested about the truck, but sometimes I don't have time to talk, and people love talking about the trucks, so sometimes it gets in the way. Very rarely, though. I'll talk if I can. But if I take the first gen anywhere, I need to have free time on my hands, because the first gen gets an absurd amount of attention. And I did make a mistake. I did make a mistake just now because I did not bring a block to hold the trailer up. That is not good. I think I should be able to get away with it, maybe. Oh, you know what I could do? There might be a spare piece of wood across the street. I've done that before, actually. Huh. Alright, let me see if I can flip you guys around. Alright, so we got the trailer here, right? I might have to go across the street really quick. I need to find a block of wood. That is my goal. Oh, look at that. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, brothers. Dude, there is a dead log right here. Are you freaking serious? Alright, perfect. Alright, so what you guys are about to see is pure scumbagness. Alright, so I forgot my wheel chalk. So I found a tree in the woods that we're going to use. So this goes right up underneath the tire here, so the trailer doesn't slide forward and kill me. Tuck it up underneath the tire there. Alright, good to go. Now we can unhook. So, put down the jacks. I'd like to get you guys in a position where Kobe says first gen deserves the attention. It absolutely does, and I built it to do that, right? Now I need another piece of log to hold you guys up on. Let me see if I can do this. You guys might be going sideways here for a minute, if you don't mind. Actually, no, I'll use my wallet. Use my wallet to hold you guys upright. See if that works. Can I do this? Alright, you guys are going to have to flip your phone real quick. Apologize for that. Flip your phone and watch. Because that's the only way I can get to you. Alright, so no hydraulic jacks yet, unfortunately. I ain't got that kind of money. It would be sick to have hydraulic jacks. Honestly, I think hydraulic jacks are like, God, I don't know, $2 grand extra. If I was smart, I would just save up and put them on here, but I always end up finding another reason to spend $2,000 rather than jacks on my trailer. It would be a massive help though, honestly. All right, make sure everything's good. Yes. All right, now we just crank her up till the ball comes off of the Mega. I never even aired the Mega cab up. That's kind of a good reason not to do this live stream while I'm hauling, because I don't want to get distracted and forget something. I mean, I've done it enough times where I trust myself, but it's that one time that I don't that scares me. Alright, the log seems to be doing its job. Trailer is officially detached from the ball. I'm going to pull the Mega cab away. Here we go. It kind of sucks because the way I'm doing this at the property I'm at, I gotta pull out into the freaking road. I'd like to not do that, but it is what it is, I guess. The trailer does fit immaculately where it is right now, which makes me really happy because I ain't got to struggle with parking or anything like that. Just back her right in. But it does suck dealing with the road. It's not a high traffic road at all. You could probably sit here for an hour and 5 trucks will pass, but it is a slight inconvenience. Honestly, I've been in that position before where people are waiting on you or waiting on me to get the truck out of the way or out of the road or a trailer or whatever it may be, and they just gotta wait. It's as simple as that. I mean, they just have to wait. It does get to a point, obviously I want to prevent it as much as possible, but it does get to a point where it's just like, screw them. You have to, otherwise you'll worry about something other than backing up your trailer and you'll end up hitting something or damaging your property or whatever it is, and that's just a no-go. So love the Mega, man. Yeah, absolutely. Look at this truck right now. Look at this thing. You imagine not owning this thing? Like, bro. So some of the small upgrades that we did for this year, if you watched the last video, full color correction on all the paint, which makes it doesn't really matter right now because the truck is filthy, even though I washed it 2 days ago. It does get daily driven. A lot of people see these wheels and tires and just the status of the truck, and just think the thing gets babied. This truck does not get babied at all. Not 1 ounce of this truck gets babied. This truck has been through hell and back 3 times, but it gets the job done. So anyway, back to what we did. The full color correction on the paint, full new paint, not new paint, but new clear coat. We re-smoothed the tailgate because the tailgate had a little divot in here from where the previous person smoothed it. I didn't like it. I followed the truck home one day. I can't remember what was going on, but I followed the truck home and I seen that, and it drove me insane. I'm like, I cannot believe it's this nice of a truck and there's a dent, what looks like to be a dent in the rear. So we absolutely had to get that fixed. So we fixed that. So new paint on the tailgate, new paint on the handle here, taillights we did last year, spoiler we did last year, rails we did last year. I did do the line on the tailgate finally. Took me forever to do that. I also did this double barrel exhaust tip, 2 5-inch tips out the back. I also had the exhaust, the elbow up over there, sandblasted and heat painted. I really shouldn't be saying all this because then you guys won't watch the video, but and obviously the louvers, which I just talked about, the color match paint or color match louvers, and something that nobody has noticed yet, and it's really hard to notice even in person, is I went ahead and spent a fortune and swapped out the OEM or the factory window sills with these OEM limited window sills. And the window sills, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, they were $490 for these things. So like over $200 for each side. It was insanely expensive, but I've been wanting them for forever, and they look, if you've seen the comparison between these ones and the ones on the black truck, which are still the Amazon fake ones, you would understand. Because the ones that are on my black truck and that were on this truck, pretty much just like, these are originally like rubber-ish with a steel backing, but they're rubber coated. The Amazon ones literally just stick onto the rubber, and it's just like, it looks flimsy. They don't fit perfect, and if you have one small dent like I do, or one small imperfection like I do on the black truck, you can see it. It reflects weird, and I just don't like them. So I got these OEM ones, and they fit flawlessly, and they just look so much better. I don't know, I love them. But, oh, I also color matched these. I forgot to color match those last year, so I color matched those. Had the rims freshly repolished. I fixed 2 of the floaters. I fixed all the floaters, so one of them was seized up, and then another one came loose. So I fixed those. New tires, new color match on the inner fender wells, color match rock lights, which nobody hardly ever does. The rock lights are still not hooked up, so yeah, like that, it sucks, but they're still not hooked up. That's in the plans eventually, but we'll get there. And then these Boost Auto actually sent me these. These things are sick, and I had them color matched. They came black and clear. They asked me if I wanted to have them color matched, like from the factory. I'm like, no, I got a guy local that wants to show off his work, so I had them done locally. So they look sweet. And I do have a set of cab lights that I have not put on yet. When I put the cab lights on, I'm gonna have them color matched, of course, and also color match that antenna. But that antenna is literally the last thing on the truck that is not color matched. That's the only part. I mean, except for like these sills and stuff on inside the grill, but I don't want to color match those. I think they look perfect just the way they are. Everything else is color match, except for like the chrome and stuff. Which I do want to do something different with the door handles, but I'm gonna go home, and then I gotta roll up some straps, and then I'll probably end the live. But yeah, the window sills are fire. They are actually sick. I love them. I do love them. I've wanted them ever since I bought my black truck, which was 8 years ago, so it took me 7.5 years to work up the courage to spend $500 on the windowsills, which is honestly still ridiculous. But when you see, like, when you take them apart and you see how they are compared, or how they're made compared to like the cheaper ones, like, it makes sense why they're so expensive. But they are nice. They fit perfect. I was so pumped to get them on. But all right, so trailer is offloaded. We're on the roll. Chloe is laying down. Cash is standing up. So when I took the rear seat out of the med cab, it added a whole bunch of room back there, but also like lowered the dogs a little bit. I don't know if they love it, because the dogs usually like sit right, like we're sitting way up here. Like Cash would have to duck his head to look out the window, and now he's like sitting right shoulder height, and I don't know if he likes it or not, because he can't really see out that well compared to how he was. Hey, you can see out fine, trust me, but he can't stick his head out the window like he used to. He still can, but it's a little bit more of an inconvenience for him. But they can actually jump in and out of the truck now, instead of like I had to lift them for like a year. I lift them into the truck because the seat, it was a seat. There's a bench seat in the rear, just like any other truck, and then I had a platform like a dog seat for them, so they could have somewhere to walk and sit or whatever without ruining my rear seat. Also, and it was just so high up. Plus, Chloe's a little bit heavier. I didn't want to have her like legs eventually give out on her jumping down from that. So it was the right move to make, even though the dogs can't see out as well. A safer route. But my my Dakota, my old 2004 Dakota, that's been giving me issues for, in April, it'll be 2 years that it's been off the road. It should be coming back here soon. I got an update last week on it saying that it should be done soon. So once I get that truck back, little scum wagon, because it's honestly, I don't even know why I'm putting money into it. Honestly, I should have scrapped it, but that should be coming back here soon. So once I get that truck back, the dogs will be designated to that truck, and that truck almost 100%, unless they're like an off thing or whatever. But because these guys shed quite a bit, and it's a pain to get hair out. I mean, I spent 8 hours. I mentioned it in the latest video. I spent 8 hours cleaning the interior of this truck to get it back to like looking brand new. I mean, I did a hell of a job, but already they've been in here probably 3 or 4 times, and it's already like, it's not bad, but it's going to take me at least 2 hours to clean again. So that's kind of why I don't like having the dogs in here, but it is what it is. But yeah, so if you guys didn't hear why we didn't go to FP, Dayton's down there. So if you know somebody, or if you're there right now, I don't know why the hell you're watching me, but if you know somebody that's there, Dayton has a couple of his products with him. So if you could find him and buy stuff off him, get entered for the giveaway, that would be great. That would be great. Well, yeah, that brings me to my next point that I wasn't really planning on talking about. If you guys have not gotten entered for a giveaway, it ends not tomorrow, Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Everything is 2 times entries. So every dollar that you spend on the website gets you 2 entries. So it's pretty. You buy a T-shirt, you get 60 entries. Spend 30 hours and win, or get entered to win like $1,200 worth of stuff. Good deal. Good deal, in my opinion. I don't know. I could be wrong. I think it's a good deal. But so we also have in case you need some persuading, it's at criminalsupply.com. criminalsupply.com. We did just release our merch drop number 6. Super happy with how the merch came out. The merchandise looks great. It sold great. We actually launched it a week prior to the online, and it did phenomenal at its first show, which was Motorama in Harrisburg. It did really good, and now we launched it to you guys on the website, and it's doing good now. So if you guys are interested in buying some sweet merchandise, we got all the trucks on there, all of them, literally all of them that are in the fleet right now. Dayton's got his 2 trucks. He's got the 3rd gen on a shirt. 3rd gen's finally got its own shirt from our legendary multi-million view burnout video. And what else? 1st gen blueprint he's got, and then the Med Cab and the black truck and the 1st gen are all on the Criminal Calico shirt. And then the black truck has its own sweatshirt now, which is a female sweatshirt, honestly. But so if you're looking at something for your girlfriend, there you go. And the 1st gen has a sweet Marlboro hoodie that we just released. That is sweet, very high demand. We only have one left in a double XL. So if you're a double XL and want to buy the best quality hoodie that we've ever released, I would go buy that, because that is seriously sick. But yeah, I don't know, what are you guys up to? I don't know how long we're gonna run this. I do have to tie up straps, but honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna do that right now. But actually, I will do that. Screw it. I'll run this live for about an hour or so. But hopefully, I got my keys. Every time I get out of the truck, so my truck actually has a key fob, and then this like goes into the key fob. Every single time I gotta get out of the truck with the dogs in here, I have to take this out, because I've never been unfortunate enough to be actually locked out, but a couple times I had the windows down and Cash got up in the front seat and locked the doors. So thankfully the windows were down. Otherwise, my dogs would have been stuck in the truck, and I would have not had a way out. And one time, my phone was in the truck, and I would have been absolutely screwed. So every time I got the dogs, I got to take these out. But anyway, that's just small stuff that you guys probably don't care about. But that's it. That's another thing with the Med Cab that I gotta watch out for. Honestly, the locks in my Dakota don't even work. So, if I got my dogs in the Dakota, I gotta oil that door hinge. If I got my dogs in the Dakota, I don't even lock the doors. All right, what am I doing here? Do I have my tripod here? I do. So I'm gonna set you guys up. Med Cab is looking, as much as I wish I could say it looks fresh right now, it doesn't, but it does look good. It's impossible to keep this truck clean. It's a red truck. I couldn't even imagine if it was black or something like that. Like, it would be impossible to keep it clean. But it's red, so it hides it a little bit better. But one second here. Give me a slight break. We're finally getting some viewage here, so I don't really want to let you guys go quite yet. But we do have Diesels of New York coming up here soon. I'll talk about that here in a second. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I got to roll my straps up. I was really lazy. It was downpouring when we came back from Motorama. So I was really lazy with getting my straps all tied up. And they are still currently not tied up, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So I think my dogs are going at it in the truck. Come on, get out of here. Come on. But yeah, so our next show is Diesels of New York. If you guys know, you know. If you don't, then I would suggest you get learnt, because decent. I'm pretty sure they do. God, I can't remember what they did in 2025, but they used to do 4 shows a year, which is insane. I think they only do 3 now. I could be wrong. I don't know. I have not checked the schedule, but they at least do at minimum 2. They do the opener and the closer. And I believe they do 1 or 2 mid events throughout the season. So, where's Chloe? I trust my dogs quite a bit, but there's a road right here, so I gotta keep an eye on them. Unfortunately, every single waking second while they're out here. But actually, no, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Come on, guys. I'm gonna go put them in their outside area. But yeah, so we're vendoring in that show. Come on, Cash, get in there. Get in there. But we are vendoring at the Decent New York show. It's gonna be our 3rd time vendoring at the Decent New York show. It's gonna be our 4th time vendoring at that place because we vendored at Burnout Nats, their closer last year, and that was a good show. We were literally the only vendor there, so that was kind of an advantage on our part. I don't know why we were the only vendor because it was actually a pretty decently sized show, honestly. I don't know why we were the only vendor, but we were. But we went out there and supported Tommy, and I think eventually we'll have a pretty good relationship with Tommy, just because we talked to him for probably an hour or so total at Motorama, and I think that might be a solid relationship at some point down the road, because he does all of the Burnout National things. If you guys see sponsor or paid ads or whatever, or Instagram posts about Burnout Nats, he runs that, and he's a really upbeat guy, and he gets pumped up. So I think that might be a good relationship down the line when we eventually move into the show category of stuff, because we would, of course, like to make our own show, or start our own show. We do have a location slightly picked out, and it's not a location anybody's ever done before, but I'm not going to talk about that, honestly, because I really don't know how long it's going to be until we're able to do that, if we're able to do it. So I'm not going to tease you guys, but hopefully the day will come. We're really focused on getting the whole Criminal Diesel or Criminal Supply brand and the giveaways started successfully, just because, I mean, that's what's working right now. I mean, that is what is working. That's what's keeping us motivated. That's what's keeping me motivated, is having all you guys show support in person, and enjoy what we do through merchandise and through the giveaways. So that's what's keeping us rolling right now. Videos have been tough. Content's been limited, honestly. Build season has been good and bad at the same time. Good as in busy, successful. Bad as in 0 time to do anything else. And yeah, so videos have been limited. Content's been limited. The last thing I want to do to you guys, and it's something and it kills me. It really does. It sucks, because I would definitely get better viewage if I did it. But it's building the trucks one step at a time through the videos. Like, oh, today we're doing the 5G tail light install. Today we're doing the bed liner, and today we're doing the windowsill update, and just like small partial videos like that based around one thing. I would rather, we've never been a DIY channel ever, but I just like building the truck, dude. I just like building the truck. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily love messing with the camera every 20 seconds. So I just put you guys on time lapse and run it, right? So that's usually how it works. And ultimately, when I go back and watch the videos myself down the line, I enjoy them more, personally. I do. So they don't bore me to death. Now, there is another idea that I had. I don't know how far we'll make it, but it always has been an idea, and we have still not capitalized on it. But doing a separate YouTube channel that has nothing attached to it, no merchandise, no social media, no nothing. It's still Criminal Diesel, well, kind of. It would be named Criminal's Garage, where we do smaller stuff, and it's mainly just talking and like vlogs and stuff. You guys would definitely get way more content, longer form content, probably like 20-minute videos, 30-minute videos, but they wouldn't be, I mean, they might be informational, but they wouldn't be as enjoyable. Hell, some people like that. That's kind of why I've been debating about it, because it might be more enjoyable for you guys to watch that stuff. I don't really know. Like, I'm trying to give an example. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watch Street Speed. Like Cletus McFarlane. You guys ever watch Cletus McFarlane? That type of video. He does it. I mean, obviously they have a bunch of projects, but I'm talking about the format itself. A little bit longer, a little bit more in-depth of what you're doing, a little bit less time lapse, a bit more talking, that type of thing. Right now I try and keep my videos the best that I can. Obviously it goes over and under all the time, but best I can around 14 to 17 minutes, roughly in there. So the more I stick to that, the better. But the form of content I'm talking about would be, I would say 25 minutes at least 25 minutes. And it wouldn't be like fast paced or nothing. It would just be like this almost, only cut up a little bit. So if you guys are interested in that, it'd be greatly appreciated if you'd let me know. But I don't know how many straps we got here. I only got to tie down one truck. So got 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the last one. A couple axle straps here too. Boys, I didn't used to use axle straps. Axle straps are a lifesaver. Absolute lifesaver. I used to tie the trucks up and like feed the strap through the hook, and then when I tightened it down, the strap would like kink up inside this joint here, and getting those things undone is a nightmare. So axle straps are an absolute must. Dayton always picks on me because I got yellow straps. I've never understood the hate behind yellow straps, but I actually think they look a little bit more baller in my opinion. Like, caution, watch out, we got a big load coming through, boys. That type of thing, you know. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-inch straps, which is weird. I don't know where the other one's at. And then 2 1.5-inch straps, which are not meant for the trucks. But alright, so we got a couple of straps, 3 axle straps. We're gonna throw these back in the med cap because they are gonna be what's gonna strap the truck down that I'm going to pick up tomorrow. Get that done and over with. They are in the truck. The door is closed. The tailgate is shut. The Dr. Pepper is drank. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what's going on here. Do you rent or own that house? It's pay or buy to rent or Jesus, pay to rent or rent to own. Jesus, rent to own. And then uh, how's life been? Life's been good. Busy. Really, really excited about what's going on. So, but that's it. That's good. That's it for me, boys. Maybe catch you at some point throughout the weekend. But I'll see you later. Oh, and